So when I do my breakdowns, I know most of you guys try to copy my format, my scheme. You simply can't do so. I do these breakdowns to give you guys a better insight of how I make reads, adjustments, and all that good stuff. I have years of experience with competing. Trying to copy what I do is not the best way. But of course, I show things to you guys that you can probably implement in your game plan and or plays that may help benefit you in a way. Anyways, we end up staying undefeated with our last match against a Colorado user who done no huddle offense, running RPOs and quick hiking. Can we stay undefeated? Next match, we're going to be taking on a Notre Dame user, which I believe during the season is the second match that we face a Notre Dame user. Anyways, let's go ahead and get the breakdown going. So right off the bat, I always make pre-snap reads very quickly. I look at how the defense is aligned. Some people like to disguise their defense. Some people like to just play the base play formation and let them align accordingly. So right here, I'm guessing he's like in a cover 4 or it can be a 2-man disguise. Usually, when that's the case and I see back off coverage, I always look at my quick option routes. So of course, even if I see wide side of the field with my single receiver square, I always put them on an out route just because how deep off the cornerback is played. So doesn't show cover 4 or anything because it's a disguised formation. You guys see how his DBs react. That's another thing I look at. I look at the DBs. That tells me what coverage they're automatically in. So of course he's in a cover 3 match, which with a edge blitz slot cornerback, and right off the bat I'm just going to throw to square every single time. Now throwing the square starting off the bat usually puts me in a spot where I can set up a one play touchdown pass to the wide side of the field, depending on what my opponent's in. Next play, it looks like he's playing a cover 2, right? He's in a dime defensive formation. So right here, right off the bat, I'm looking at the DBs. I see the linebackers blitzing. He's going to use or anything over the middle. I see cover 1 or it can be a cover 3, but in this case, because he was blitzing, it was a cover 1 defense. How I can tell, linebackers are blitzing, free safety plays in the middle, and the DBs is playing man. Every time I see man, if you have speed at receivers, just lob that up, especially if you know the speed difference matchups with the DBs. So of course I got two people that's going to be wide open, square and R1. As you guys see right here, I throw it to R1 and I break away, easy touchdown in 2 plays. So no matter what, even if I'm trying to set up a one play touchdown, just based off reads, I can make one play touchdowns out of just simple pre-snap read adjustments. Now his offense, he's trying to establish the run, right? Now Notre Dame has a power running back. It's pretty tough to tackle. Now the last Notre Dame user ran the option, speed option out of this formation. Now, a lot of people that use Notre Dame that I notice likes to run the ball, of course, because they're running power offense. In this case, I'm trying to bring down the safeties to fill gaps. Now, I didn't get a chance to bring down my strong safety, but I'm using the free safety in this case for any cutbacks. Usually, the linebackers out loop blitz fills that gap that they run to, which in this case, he runs to the right, but he has decent blocking. And right here, I don't know what happened, but my guy just took a bad angle, and I guess he had perfect timing cutting the ball, cutting with the ball carrier, and he breaks free for a touchdown. It is what it is. Now, usually, I let people establish their comfort zone, which, of course, my opponent wants to establish the run, so I'm going to let him do so. Of course, he wants to try to do onside kick, doesn't get it. But this is where I play mind games with people. I make them think that they can do what they want to do, and in this case, it's the run game. Back on offense, you guys take a look at the formation. Once again, he's disguising his looks. It may look like a cover 2, may look like a cover 4 press. You never know. So for me, when it comes to those type of reads, I have quick read adjustments. So during pre-snap, of course, if it's disguised, it's going to be tougher to read. But when I snap the ball, I use that same method. So right off the bat, probably at this point in time of the play, I'm looking at how the DBs play. In this case, it's a cover 3 cloud over. Looks like it's a cover 2 just because how one side of the field plays cover 2 and the other side slightly plays it, but you guys see the deep corner playing deep third, so that's a cover 3. He uses the middle of the field linebacker, and look at my tight end wide open. I also can take off running, but I elect not to, and I just direct past this user control the tight end and catch it underneath the safety that ends up almost making a play on this. Then back at it, he's showcasing the same dime formation look, but this time he's going to have a press look. And usually that when people press like that, it's a cover 3 match. Once again, I look at DBs. I know square is going to beat my guy every time when it's press, especially press coverage that is. But look how slightly the DBs play. I'm looking at the free safeties at this point, right? No, it's cover 3 match, just because how the safeties rotate. I see square wide open, I'm just going to lob it. Boom, easy. Now, a lot of people can't make that quick decision making based off, just doing simple, basic, quick reads, if it's pre-snap or during the play. But that's how I have been accustomed to and adapted over the years. Then back on defense, he's going to continue to establish the run game, and I'm just going to let him do it. Not really doing too many adjustments, but what I end up doing right here, end up using the linebacker. I knew at some point, he's going to end up eventually passing because he's not getting big yards running the ball. Sometimes when I do play that hard flat linebacker, I get stuck in the zone coverage, and then I try to lurk anything if it's going backside slant. So of course a slight movement going inside throws me off. I give him leverage, but I try to undercut this for a pick 6, but I don't get it. But I do have moments where I'm able to. So right now I'm bringing my free safety down just in case any backside cuts by the running back if he runs right, because I expect the looping linebacker to cover that gap where they're running to. As you guys can see here, that's what he does. He seals it off, makes them bounce outside. And that was on 4th and 2, is what it is. Keep letting him run the ball. He does the same thing, but look at the linebackers. This is why I'm running loop blitz, because it's simple. They play their parts well. But you also got to know what you got to do on the back end side for adjustments. Then he flips the play, trips left. He has a pulling guard this time. Now, I didn't get my safeties down like I want to, but you guys see that I'm trying to do that. By the time he snaps the ball, he was quick hiking me at this point. So I got a strong safety. I'm just following the running back. Make him cut, boom. CPU linebacker's there to stop him. He doesn't know huddle. So I end up going to the linebacker that I usually use, trying to stop the backside cut, but he doesn't do it, and he just gets freebie. So that's another thing why I don't recommend you guys to do the loop blitz every single time, especially if you're not good at adjustments on people that quick hike and no huddle. You're going to get beat very easily, as you guys seen there. Tries to onside kick me again, doesn't get it. And right here, he shows that same look that he had earlier. Once again, it's disguised. You can't tell if it's cover 3 or cover 4. Of course, I'm going to have that quick out route just because the DBs are backed off, and he's going to use the safety to cover possibly square or my running back. And of course, I throw to my quick out route, money every single time. Then it does the same thing, but he's in cover 3. You guys can tell right off the rip how the DBs play. But in the cover 3 defense that he's doing, he puts a left linebacker in QB spy and let the right hook play how he's supposed to play, and he just uses the free safety. At this point, I have two options: throw it to the tight end or to the running back. Or I can take off, but because he has QB spy, that's out the question to do so. I hit my tight end, but my tight end drops it. This time, he does the same exact thing, right? But the thing is, I look at my running back this time, as he's going to end up using that right linebacker because how open the tight end got, right? So you guys see the same look, different person he's going to pick, and this is how I make quick reads. Hit my running back wide open because doing the same play, you know who's going to be open already. Then I get down to the red zone. This is another thing I like to do in the red zone. Every time I get within like 10 to 5 yards, I do a two play concept. I end up doing a halfback direct or just any run play, and then I hit them with a RPO. You do RPO within 5 yards, this is money every single time. Doesn't matter what RPO you do, you're going to get it. This, I have a tight end RPO, and it's money every single time. So now back on defense. I bring down my strong safety to fill that gap. Makes my opponent question, what is he going to do? Well, I end up selecting off because I figure he's going to pass. I also man up my strong safety to the tight end who I'm supposed to cover, but this is where I do a lurking. So this is a mindset. So I end up going back to play the slant, easy read, but it makes me drop a pick. Then I bring down the strong safety again, expecting him to run the ball, trying to fill the gaps, but he has a pulling guard this time. Helps him out break free. He does end up getting slowed down here, but he makes a move and we end up stopping him. Now I'm trying to bring down both safeties just to stop any backside cut and also fill that gap with the AI to help me out. This is another way that I end up stopping people that like to run heavy. So that's why I end up making people get comfortable, because once it gets to the red zone, they want to continue to run the ball, and I bring down my safeties, it's over. So you guys see here, bring down a strong safety, boom, I'm right there, right? Of course, I clicked off and try to let the CPU get a guaranteed tackle, but I end up stopping them still. Now, once again, I'm not showcasing where he's quick hiking me, but he is quick hiking me at this point. There's a halfback direct. Now, see where my strong safety user is at? This happens if I have my free safety also in the box, which you guys are going to see the next play. But when I do that, people end up cutting back to the right, and that's where I fill the gap to stop them. He ends up picking up a first down. So I end up bringing the free safety down first, and then I bring down the strong safety of the user, and look at the difference. You see how my free safety comes down? For some odd reason, he kind of like ran away from him. I don't know why. But once again, this is breaking down the same format. If they're going to do that, they see the free safety in the box, they're going to cut right, and then I'm right there to stop them. So that's another way how to stop the halfback direct if people don't know how to. Now right here, see, like I said, I'm going against him quick hiking me. I'm trying to make also more adjustments on backside if he passes the ball. Because of that, I almost gave up a free easy touchdown, but we was able to slow him down. Then he gets down to the red zone, a little bit closer, a couple plays into third and goal, and check it out. We get backside, gap blitz, stop the run, right? So we kind of stopped him from running the ball. Now he is forced to pass. I know he's going to do an out route or anything quick. Of course, the hard flat that I have on the right side by my slot cornerback on the zig route, he's supposed to play this. Look how he plays it. He just lets him run it, and then he acts like he gets faked out. So that's another thing. Sometimes the zone coverages are broken at times and they don't play properly. But he almost gets it, and but as he almost gets this, he ends up almost having a crazy animation to fall forward. But thank God his knee hit the ground first, and we end up stopping him. So now he has back off coverage, but look how the DBs are lined up. So usually when you see cornerbacks and very close to the safeties, it's an automatic all-out man blitz. So even though the DBs are backed off, I preach this all the time. If you got speed receivers, especially with takeoff ability, they're going to bypass DBs every single time. And this ends up being a one-play touchdown. You see all-out man blitz, right? Now I can have options. I can put R1 on the zig route. I can put circle on the deep pitch or square on the deep pitch. I have a check down pass by option route by the running back, so it's a very easy to get off a quick pass against, all out blitz. But when I got speed, I know the matchup difference. It's money every single time. Of course, I do my little bit taunting because he's taunting me on his run plays, and I'm giving a taste of his own medicine. So, back on defense, I bring down the strong safety. This is what I mean when it comes to mind games. So, he's going to expect trying to stop the run, right? I knew he was going to pull off a pass, especially at this point when he needs to come back, he has to pass. But because I brought him down, he thinks I'm going to stay there. He puts the streak on the very inside slot receiver, but I go with him. He thinks he has me beat. No. And of course, I drop another pick. It is what it is on that. Then he ends up audibling out of that formation. Then he goes to like a pistol single back and he does his play action fake. And this time he has a little bit of time, crossing routes, wide open receiver, right? He does the same exact thing the next play. There's a play action fake, but this time I put my slot cornerback on the right side on the hook zone. And of course, you guys see how he plays it this time. Of course, I get pressure. I also switch stick just in case if he breaks a tackle, he has a chance to throw to that open receiver crossing that he done the same exact play the last time. But he ends up throwing crossbody incomplete. That's how simple adjusting is, right? A lot of people don't do that. So then he's discombobulated. I get pressure, disrupt another pass. 3rd and 10, right? So it's like at this point, he's trying to figure out what to do because, for one, he has to try to figure out how to stop the blitz, which a lot of people don't even adjust to. I showed you guys the simple adjustment to block it. And then two, he's trying to look for deep passes because he needs to come back. But because he got so comfortable running the ball, this is where it shows where people are good at one thing compared to the other. So right here, then it's 5 wide. Look at the blocking, right? Got double team, single. Leaves free for the linebacker to shoot through. 4th and 10. Now he gets the block. He done a simple adjustment, but he makes a bad read, and I end up swatting the ball. Get the ball right back, right? Now, another thing that you can tell from coverage look, if it's disguised, you can also look at the defensive line. Sometimes it will tell you what coverage they're going to be playing. Every time I see a gap on the right side, or if I see close, like a cover 3 cloud look, which you guys see right here. So the right cornerback, the right slot cornerback is pressed. The left side cornerback says press off. That's usually the case when you can tell it's like a cover 6 match or cover 3 cloud. Also, you can look at the gap in the defensive line. You know it's going to be a match cover 3 or cover 6 coverage. So, of course, check out the right side. The right cornerback is going to be with R1. The far right cornerback is going to act like he's going to play a deep zone, but he plays the hitch, which leaves R1 wide open 1-on-1. But just off the coverage, the alignment, I faced this so many times, I'm able to make easy reads. And this is an easy one-play touchdown. And you guys seen this being done numerous times on my videos. Now, another thing is, once again, I played the mindset, got my opponent caught off guard with what he wants to run. He's running plays that he never ran before, right? So now this is a brand new formation. All he does is double drags with a half slant hitch by the far right receiver, a wheel route by the running back, and a streak by the left receiver. Because he don't have extra help blocking, linebacker gets through on the first play, right? But he's going to end up slightly doing quick reads. So of course, he's going to try to hit the drag. I got that covered. Then he's going to see the far left receiver get free, right? And I'm using that free safety that's supposed to cover that. I end up adjusting after I make a disruptive pass, but on this play I make the free safety play that deep third, deep middle, so that streaking receiver is covered. And then I'm going to use the strong safety to play the half slant hitch. But of course, when I play it, for some reason it made me move instead of just staying to make an easy interception. And he gets it, right? So now at this point, I have the adjustments down. All I got to do is use different players to make them have a tough time making quick reads. I also got pressure, and that's another thing. He's trying to make quick reads, and it's hard for him to make reads because he's just doing the same thing over and over. So, of course, he hits the hitch route, which my mid-zone read's supposed to play, which is that safety, but he doesn't play it until late. So he ends up picking up first down. Then this time I end up using a linebacker in the middle of the field, and he's just disrupted, right? He could hit the drags, but because he has no time, it's easily stopped. And then my main focus was just trying to play that deep slant hitch route. But I end up causing a fumble. I hate the type of fumbles that happen on the quarterback. Like you get this like half sack animation where they just kind of just drop it and then they're on their feet. But anyways, he ends up quitting after that, and that ends up being game. So it was like, of course, once I got the ball, I'm just going to take knees. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown. Um, these breakdowns, like I said, can benefit you guys, but it gives you guys a better understanding of where I'm coming from. I know I'm not the best at explaining it because what I do, it's very difficult. It may seem simple, but it's very difficult, and that's why I recommend you guys don't copy and paste my style of play or my schemes because it will hurt you in the long run. Also, if you guys are interested in joining my community Discord where you guys can interact with me. Best way for me to react to your guys' questions or answer your guys' questions about anything, or to get one-on-one session to help you out, better your game, and or if you just think you're better than me and just want to have a competitive match, please join the community Discord and hit me up. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Until next time, I'll see you guys later, and I'm out. Peace.